Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of my podcast. I have two special guests today. I have Mike Tadeo and Clint Aquino of United Rage. Hi, guys.
Yo,
Hello.
what's
How's it
up?
going?
How are you guys doing?
Hanging in
Alright.
there. Pretty good.
Yeah,
So,
hanging in there like everybody else.
So, how is this COVID and everything? How do you guys coping with that?
Uh, you
honestly,
go ahead.
nothing drastic has changed. From as far as from my everyday life, since I'm an introvert.
Mm.
So yeah, I don't go out and socialize a lot unless there's like a special occasion or one of my friends want to talk or vice versa. But yeah, everything's the same for me.
How about you, Clint?
Basically whatever he said. It's the same exact thing. But the thing is, I never stopped working, so I didn't feel any change because I'm still working. Never stopped working, and the only difference is I'm wearing a mask now. That's it.
Yeah. So I got to know you guys when you guys performed here in Manila, United
Yep.
Rage. That's when we first met.
Yes.
And then you guys also collaborated with my friend in Hong Kong, JM, in one of your
Yep.
videos,
JM.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
See,
yeah. Uh, can, were you guys all born in the US or you migrated from the Philippines?
Mike, you go first.
no, I moved out here in United States in 2009. I
Right.
was born in Hong Kong,
All right.
and I left Hong Kong when I was 6 to study. Both my parents are from the Philippines. Actually, my dad and JM's dad are in a band
Bandmates.
together.
Right.
That's how I know JM. Yeah.
For me, I moved here. I was born in the Philippines and moved here on 2012 and
Mm.
been living here since, and still here. Miss the Philippines though.
Yeah. So Mike, I saw your you when you graduated, you sing the national anthem, right?
Yeah. You
That was
saw
really
that?
yeah. I saw that. It's really amazing, huh?
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Yeah,
It
it is
was
amazing.
it was nerve-wracking. I was so nervous, but I had to pull it off. Like, yeah, in the beginning, you can hear. I don't know if you noticed, but you can hear a little bit of shaking there. But I was able
people
to
won't
pull
people
it
won't
through.
hear that, so you don't have to worry about that. It was overall is good. So
Yeah. It was really. I felt it, huh, when you sing.
Yeah,
exactly,
that's good.
exactly.
Glad you like.
Yeah. So, guys, can you tell me a little bit about your childhood growing up, and then how did you discover music early on?
Hmm. Okay,
Sure.
so yeah, go ahead.
But
No, what am I? So my whole family, on my mother's side, they're all music lovers. And if I'm not mistaken, my mom used to sing in a band. I just don't know the band name. And then yeah, and even my mute or my deaf cousin knows how to play guitar. We all play guitars, instruments here and there, and I just kind of went from there, like they stopped because they had family and all that jazz. But I never did, never stopped. Just improved. I was a drummer at first in the beginning, but I can't afford to buy a drum set in the Philippines. And only instrument that I could borrow is a guitar from one of my neighbor or my cousins or my friends, and went from there. That's it. Rest is history, I guess.
Yeah,
How
it's
about
almost
Mike?
the same with me when he mentioned, started playing drums. My drums was my first instrument as well, but my drums very shitty drums. It's the same situation as Clint. It's very expensive to have a drums. Especially when you're
Yep.
when you're young and in the
Mhm.
Philippines.
Mhm.
And yeah, I was initially a drummer and a rhythm guitar player. I learned playing guitar out of boredom. A lot of times in the Philippines, there's blackouts and sometimes there's
Yeah.
nothing to do but pick up the guitar and grab the song hits or learn the chord charts, and that's how it all
Yeah.
started.
So
With a drink on the side.
what were the earlier music you were listening to?
Uh, for me, um, a lot of the stuff that I was listening when I was young were soundtracks from different movies, and uh, and then one time my uncle brought his camcorder. This was probably like what, around 1989 ish, and my brother started singing "We Are the Champions" by Queen.
Right.
And later on, I kept asking him, like, what are you singing, like, who sang this? So yeah, Queen was one of my earliest influences. Guns N' Roses, Michael Jackson.
How
Yeah.
about Clint?
Oh, yeah, my early musical influence. Let's see. I'm probably gonna say Queen as well, because I remembered borrowing my uncle's cassette and just fucking play and rewind. We will rock you, because I was a drummer. I was like, that's fucking cool. And
Right.
then from there, it's always the Beatles with families. The Beatles every time. Beatles is a must. And then from the Beatles, and then the Eraserheads. Uh, what else? Eraserheads, and then with all the Billboard pop music in the Philippines, that you guys know, as you guys know, I went to listen to any kind of music. I listened to Backstreet Boys, Hanson, all the boy
Here,
bands.
let's hear some
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys.
Oh no, 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 no. But one of my favorite Backstreet Boys song is "All I Have to Give," the ballad that they did, and
Right.
that all the songs that they did anyway is awesome. Was awesome. Yeah, and then one day, one of our friends, Kaloy, hi Kaloy, if you're watching, if well, you're gonna watch this. He brought in a cassette, or no, a CD of Rage's first album. Before he brought that cassette tape or CD, sorry, I saw the commercial of Gundam, the robot in over on GMA7. So yeah, and then I heard "Wake Up" during the commercials. Like, oh, what band is this? And then like one day has passed. Then my friend brought the first Rage album, and then it's like I listened from start to end, and then it's like, whoa, this is what I want to sound like. If I'm gonna play the guitar, I want to sound like this.
Huh.
That's it.
You ever told me that story with Gundam?
I, I did. I never. I think I
Or
did.
maybe I just forgot.
Probably. Maybe I
Yeah.
did tell. I don't know.
Well,
So
I
Mike,
discovered Rage through my brother when he brought the Evil Empire cassette,
mm,
and the first song I really wasn't interested. Like the cover, well back then I was thinking that front cover, the
Yeah,
the guy
yeah,
with the
yeah,
well the
yeah. The
boy.
kid with
I was
the
thinking
E.
that's like
Yeah.
it's probably like this is probably like an old shitty music, but you know whatever. I played it, and then I heard People of the Sun. I was like, oh shit, this is really good. And
Yeah.
then the lyrics were in the tape layout, right? And then I started reading, and
Oh
you
yeah.
know eventually I memorized
The
and then started singing. But yeah, that's how I discovered Rage, is through my brother.
What about you, China? How did you discover Rage?
I think from MTV because I'm back home in Sri Lanka because I'm from Sri Lanka. So they used to
Mhm.
play like a couple of hours every day the MTV.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I remember
that's
that.
where I actually discovered Rage, and then watching the Killing in the Name of video.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Be Real was on that video. Was in that video.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Be Real
And
from Cypress Hill.
yes.
Yeah,
So
Rage. You can never get wrong with Rage Against the Machine, man. You can never get wrong.
yeah.
Yep.
So Mike, when did you had the idea like you want to sing Rage songs, and you that you can actually do like sax style? When did you discover that?
Uh well, initially it was during, I would say probably during college. Some of my friends kept saying, "Oh, you kind of sound like Zach, right?" And then, but back then I was more on Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park. So those are the stuff that we were playing in
New
college.
metal movement.
Yeah, and then when I first moved here, you know, with regards to music, my intentions were actually to make originals, but then I didn't know anyone here in Los Angeles, so I decided, no, why maybe I could do a tribute to Rage Against the Machine. So that's how I was able to network with other musicians here,
Mm.
and that's when people started to recognize that I actually sound like Zach. I don't really, honestly, I don't like listening to myself. I don't like hearing my
Same, same here. Just like every other singer, we hate hearing our voices
yeah.
singing.
So Clint,
Yo,
so start playing guitar, and then to get the sound of like Tom Morello sound. So how long
yeah.
did it how long did it take you to actually reach that sound?
Oh, that's years and years and years. Because when I was still in the Philippines, I like to go to an internet cafe and just look at and watch videos. When YouTube first came out,
Right.
I used to spend like hours and hours and hours watching live Rage videos. And plus, I have the concerts, like the DVDs. I even had the first Rage concert, the VHS that they released. I have it on VHS. I
Mm.
had it, but I don't know where it is now. But it's like, what the hell? Because when I first heard him, it's like, and then my cousins always, oh, that's a guitar, that's a guitar. And then, oh, ooh, that's what I want to do. If I'm going to play the guitar, I don't want to sound like, no knock to the other, like the shredders. To me, they all sound the same.
Right.
How are you in a gig, in a show, in a live show? How are you going to stand out and with like 30, 40 bands, and most all of the guitar players are shredders doing the same thing? To me, it's when I heard Morello or Rage, like, I want to do that. That's cool. That's interesting. And then it took years, man. I can't even count. Like, I can't even tell you how long. But I just, like what I said, I looked at pictures, I watched videos a million times, probably, or more than. I still do. It's
So
really not easy.
so was it like because I assume that there was nobody else who can you can learn that from, right? Because you were like
Yeah.
trial and error.
Yes, exactly. Just trial and error. Uh, of course, you're gonna spend money to do it because it's trial and error. You gotta spend money, and then to get the exact, not really exact, but as close as I can get to Morello, I'm happy with it. It's like, this is fine. I can't be him because I'm not him. I can't sound like him because I'm not him. The only person that can sound like him is him, and the
Right.
only person that can sound like me is me. So there you
Yeah.
go.
So, Mike, can you tell me a little bit about how the United Rage project started?
Yeah. So at, it all started in 2016, right? Um, I I reached out to some of my friends who I used to play with in the Rage tribute, um, and then I asked them if they wanted to do a cover of Prophets of Rage, because that was when Prophets of Rage was just starting, right?
Right.
Mhm.
And that during that time, uh, those guys were already in different places. The drummer his name is Taka. He was in Japan, and then the bass player was Mike Guy. He's in Nashville. So I asked them, "Hey, this sounds dope. You know, like it." I actually thought it was Rage Against the Machine, like coming back, but then eventually finding out it wasn't them. But anyway, I asked him, and he said, "Yeah, why not?" So and then I was looking for a guitar player. I remember one of my friends mentioned this guy named Mike Svensson. Then I reached out to him through Facebook, and then basically said the same thing. Hey, do you want to do this song? And he said, yeah. So that's how it started. It's from the Prophets of Rage song, the self-titled Prophets of Rage, and then after a few days of posting that, we saw there's it's getting a lot of traction, right? And then so I decided, why not make more, right? And so uh, I said, let's do Rage Against the Machine. And the next song after Prophets of Rage was Know Your Enemy.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
but in that time I had this idea of you know shifting players and having different players from other countries. So yeah, that's how it started. Um, yeah, I guess we were one of the first ones who did like the
Mhm.
quarantine type of
Yep.
videos,
Mm.
Uh, but yeah, it was a great experience to have you know different takes, but also from different countries. Um, yeah, and then eventually deciding to meet up and maybe do it live. It was some of the people who saw it. It was actually them who suggested to do it live, and then
Right.
that's why I reached out to people, and eventually became a tour.
So, Clint, when did you join the project?
Actually, when JM was playing drums, which was Bullet in the Head. And then that's the first one. That's my entry to United Rage. And then after that, we talked, and then we did the show. We did the mini tour. We played in Hong Kong, and then I played for United Rage in Manila as well. And then after that, when we went back to the U.S., me and Michael were just talking here and there, texting, messaging, like, but and then we had a show during that time because I'm gonna fly to L.A. to do a show with him, and then that's when we had that talk. Like he told me, I don't want to play live anymore if you're not the guitar player. And then I told him the same thing. I don't want to play live anymore if you're not the singer. If we're doing like rage stuff,
Mm.
you know. And during that time, that's the time when we decided that we're gonna do an original song, like original songs.
And
And
every
then
to get a tattoo, like my right butt cheek says Tenak, and then here
yeah,
just D.
HSD, yeah, kind of like that.
So this, so your United Rage actually, you guys were using Zoom and stuff before the Zoom was cool, right?
Yeah,
Now
Yeah,
everybody's
yeah, yeah,
using.
yeah, yeah. Exactly.
I guess it was Clint's wife who gave the
Yes,
idea, right?
yes, my wife. It's you gotta blame my wife because when my wife first saw the video of Know Your Enemy of United Rage, and then she was like, "Why are you not there? Why are you not the guitar player of that one?" And
Wow.
I was like, yeah. And I was like, and they already have a guitar player. And then it was like when I saw like I don't know what video, I can't remember what video. I remember the other Clint that played with United Rage. I
Oh
think it
yeah,
was People of the Sun or something.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. And then it's like, oh, maybe I can talk to Mike again to maybe I could not again, but I can reach out to Mike to play guitar. And then I reached out to him, and he's like, "Can you do Bullet in the Head in 1 week? Because they already have like a published date of when they're gonna publish the video." And then it's like, "Yeah, let's do it. You want to do it right now? I'll do it right away." And then yeah, after that, there goes like after Bullet, I think it was Freedom, and then Freedom after Freedom, what Wake Up, and then so on and so forth.
Right.
Yeah.
So how about the tour, coming back to Philippines and playing in Philippines?
Ooh,
How was that experience?
that was awesome. That was
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, that was that kind of crowd in Seguijo. Oh my God, like the old school punk style
Yeah.
uh, vibe, like face to face like that, like sweat, spit. You can fucking take like, now you can't do that anymore because of the
Right.
restrictions. It's like
Uh,
fuck, that was awesome. Like all the body heat of the people that was there, it's like so fucking hot, and it was awesome. And it's disgusting, but it's fucking awesome.
Definitely a different feeling. It's a totally different feeling when you're on the same level with the audience. Not
Yep.
having the stage and just
Right.
jamming with
Yep.
a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
It reminded me of this one show that we played here up in the mountains where it's called Mammoth, California, and everyone knew each other because it's a small town, right? And
Mm-hmm.
they were slamming, they were moshing, and every time one guy falls down, they bring him up, and then eventually, I think it was Bullet in the Head. One guy hit me, right, and
Oh
I was
well.
like this on my mic, and then I hit my mouth. I almost lost my tooth,
Wow.
and then I
Oh.
fell down to my drummer, and the cymbals hit his finger, and he was bleeding all over. But then show must go on, and
You
we
can't stop.
yeah, we still continued playing, and yeah, it reminded me of that kind of vibe, and it's just a totally different experience. So I definitely I love that show at Sagio.
Yeah, and then to add some more to that, actually the first like the Hong Kong show and the Manila show, they're both special to us because in Hong Kong we played with JM, and then we played with Mike's brother,
Yeah.
Mike. So that was special, and that's the first time we met in person.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know, China, if you are familiar with the band Rockstar. They're in the Philippines, 80s rock band, like ballad stuff, like kind of Mr. Big type of thing.
No, I will check them out. I don't know.
Yeah, I met the singer over there because he resides there. He's
Right.
a fucking awesome guy, Paul Sapiera. Shout out to Paul Sapiera. And then we met Mike's childhood friends and families and stuff. And then in Manila, we played with our brothers over there, which is my bandmates in the band Sendero. So they played the bass. Ian on bass, Ian Mendoza, and then Dan on the drums. So they're my bandmates in the Philippines, my band Sendero. So that was special. And that's the first time that my family, my wife saw me play like with United Rage. Because it's her fault. Full circle. It's her fault why I'm in United Rage. Yeah,
So
it's her to blame.
so when you were doing like planning to do this show in Manila, you were expecting that this level of crowd for United Rage?
No, we were expecting nothing. Exactly. It's like regular show, regular gig.
I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
I definitely Googled Sagiho, right, and checked out, you know, the bands that played there and how it goes. But, you know, yeah, I didn't expect it to be that
Yep.
that crazy, you know. I was actually I didn't mind playing, you know, like one or two people. It happens. I guess it happens in all bands, and you know, if you're in a band, if you have 10 people, you have 10,000 people, you have to keep the same level. So
Yep. Same
I
exact
that's how
vibe.
every time we play a show, I don't like, you know, expecting it to be so great,
Yep.
because you know, you'd be disappointed if you expect
Exactly.
a good energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the Manila show was the Chris Ramos is the one who helped you organize the show, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a call with Chris yesterday because I was interviewing one of his artists yesterday
Okay.
on the same podcast. Shout out to Chris.
Yes.
Yeah. What's up,
What's up,
Chris?
Guys, so Rage basically put out three albums, right? Three albums, and then the cover album Renegades, right? So if you have to choose, what is the album that your favorite out of all the four?
That's a tough question, man.
Uh, for me, I would say Evil Empire. Not well. I like most of the songs in the first album,
Right.
but Evil Empire was the one that introduced me to Rage, and you know, it has a special place in my heart because, you know, that's the very first album that I listened to, and it was my brother who introduced that album. So for me, it would be Evil Empire.
How
To
about
me,
you?
for me, I have two answers. Because on the personal level, it's gonna be like the child in me, the first one, because that's what introduced me to Rage. You know, you're not gonna you're not gonna fast forward or click next or skip a track on that one. But on a musician, the musician side in me chooses Evil Empire as well. How the whole album sound, how like especially the drum sound. I love the drum sound and the bass sound on that. The mix is just perfect. It's just perfect. Actually, here's a good trivia thing. That's what me and Michael always used to, let's keep the drums and the bass sound as close as we can to Evil Empire. When we do a song, when we mix and master a song, like we go after the big, heavy, like raw sound on that album. So yeah, Evil Empire for me on a musician point of view, and then the kid in me is the first album.
What about you?
What about you, man?
Actually, to me, I have actually two also because I like the first album. Especially, I was so amazed with the album cover. The monk.
The Burning Monk.
Yeah,
The
Burning Monk. And then of course, like the songs on that album is really what I started listening. But I also like the Renegades album because because how they covered like Rolling Stones, and then they covered Cypress Hill, It was really like the Cypress Hill song is, I was really, and then Renegades of Funk, the video, it's really
Yeah. Oh yeah.
amazing video, right?
Yep. That's cool, man. Like with Mix too, I love that album too, Renegades. How Rick Rubin mixed that and mastered. I love the sound of that. But Battle of Los Angeles is another. It's a in a musician's point of view, like mix wise, that's their how do you say it? Nirvana's in utero. That kind of mix. Not for everybody, but it was fucking cool.
Yeah. So once after Rage, were you guys fans of Audio Slave?
Oh yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Of
I know
course.
not all Rage fans are fans of Audio Slave, but I'm one of them that loves, both.
Same here. Same here.
Yeah, it's quite sad what happened to Chris Cornell, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
It's I mean, yeah, we just lost Chris Cornell, and then we lost Chester Bennington, like almost like very closely, right? Those two guys.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
It's actually that there was a fucked up year. Like a lot of singers and musicians passed away. I can't remember what year that was. Yeah, I can't remember because I remember Scott.
2018.
It was 18 when like Scott Weiland and Amy Winehouse. There's like that kind of weird year that a lot of singers or artists, musicians are passing. It's weird.
Yeah, it's really
The Chester Bennington one though is kind of like the Kobe Bryant type of thing because it's like what?
Yeah.
Like and Cornell's too. Same as with Cornell. Like what the hell? What the fuck just happened?
I guess more people know Chester, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people who don't really listen to rock music, they listen to Linkin Park because of some of their softer side of songs. But with Chris Cornell, I guess it's more, it's more selected compared to Chester. But yeah, I know recently I've been seeing a lot of posts regarding the conspiracy behind.
Oh. yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. But it's I think it's something that I don't know. It's that you can get that feeling, right? Sometimes it's when you're like alone, and then I don't know. It's probably just the best thing is to probably talk to somebody, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But the thing on their case though is, and I don't know if it's just me or anything, because most of musicians or artists are introverts. I'm a fucking introvert because I'm when I'm out, but when I'm like at home, I just want to stay home, not like stay in my room, not talk to anybody. I just want to be by myself. All musicians are introvert, and especially on like because they're famous, they're touring, they can't really do it. They can't talk to anybody because they have they're committed to whatever because they got paid already. That's their livelihood. They have to do it, even if their body can't take it anymore. So they have drugs on the side, unfortunately, and they have the money to do it. That's what happens.
So how about Prophets of Rage? So you guys were able to see them play?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was there on their very first show. It was in Whiskey a Go Go, and I was about to head to work. Right, I was listening to K Rock in the morning, and then Tom Morello was talking. I already knew that they were having this interview, and I was expecting it because I've been seeing a lot of hashtag Take the Power Back in the streets, right? Yeah. So, this is Rage Against the Machine coming back.
Right.
But some of the images were, there were like 5 or 6 people. And I said, this is weird. So, I tuned into K Rock, and then Tom Morello, said what it was. And then he mentioned that they were having this show at Whiskey A Go. I think it was a week after the announcement. And then he said, if you want to see the show, you have to line up right now at Whiskey to get the tickets. So immediately I called in sick. I can't come to work. Went to Whiskey, and got the tickets. And the good thing about being there is they were also giving away tickets to their next show, which is the bigger show in at the Palladium.
Right.
So I got to see 2 shows, which was pretty dope. And I'm short, so I had to wait. Every time I see a concert, I always make my way through and be right in the front. So most of the time, I managed to be like on Morello's side, like in between, the singer and Morello. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Were there any special guests on the show that you went?
No, it was just them.
Right. How about Clint? Where did you see them?
I saw them a couple of times. I saw when they went here to Massachusetts. I think it was the at the Xfinity Center. Was a big show, and then the band that opened for them was Tim Comerford's other band, Walk Rat.
Right.
So that was cool. I saw both of his bands, and then the second time I saw them was in a little like, I love it because it's a little like club over here at downtown Boston, and the ticket was so cheap. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna buy it. Right after work, I went straight to the train station and went there, and I was like on Morello's side. It was awesome. They're like, the band's so tight, like it's like you can't even like, if they like, even if they break up like 3, 4, 5 years, if those 3 come back together, Morello, Brad Wilk, and Tim Comerford, it's still gonna be the same.
Right.
It's like they're so tight.
Yeah.
So tight. And yeah, that was fun. Really fun. And I'm short too, as you guys know. It's like I was there. Like, I was probably like the 6th in line or 7th, whatever. And when the highlights of the Boston show that they did, I was actually on the highlight video.
Right.
Like, I was actually there. And then even Michael too, he's been like on like a couple of videos of Prophets of Rage.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, just one. I'm in the official music video of Prophets of Rage.
Yeah. And then
towards the end. I think towards the end.
And
like,
then the Legalize Me one. You're in the Legalize Me one.
That's just I think Tom just posted the ones that send snippets of it, but not in the music video.
Actual one. Yeah, the actual video is like about weed anyway, so.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's about weed, so legalize me, so legalize weed because of Be Real.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I know. Have you ever heard of did you ever listen, or have you heard of Wakrat or their music?
No. I know the name, but I haven't really listened to them. I should.
Well, I'm not sure if you're gonna like it, but yeah, definitely check them out. It's pretty cool. Personally, I would probably prefer, if I would see both bands live, or if I were to choose to see either Prophets of Rage or Wakrat, I would probably see Wakrat. Because they're the sound and the energy is just, it's different. It's more like punk, like real punk.
Yeah, prog punk. That's what they call their music, prog punk.
Yeah.
And Timmy C on the bass, and he's singing too. Like, he's the singer.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's heavy. It's different. It's weird, but in a good way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
was this the first time you guys actually saw the guys from Rage, or have you seen them before?
Mike
No,
saw them in Italy before, I think.
no, yeah, no, I saw him in France.
Oh,
It was
France.
2008, so
Mm,
that was my first and last Rage Against the Machine concert. Um, it was surreal, man. I was in the middle. I don't know what do you call. It was in Bercy, France.
right.
Um, I don't know the capacity. Probably five. I would say not 500,000, maybe
Like,
100,000, right? And I was in the middle. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see anything. Europeans are tall, right? And
Right.
then and then when the lights turned off, and then Zach started, the usual introduction. Good evening,
good
we're Rage
evening.
Against the Machine from Los Angeles. The crowd just compressed, and I got so scared, right? It felt like I was getting crushed. And the first song was Testify, like ding ding
Yeah,
ding ding.
yeah.
I was
People are
jumping,
bouncing.
but they were
Yeah.
dragging me up and down,
Right.
right? And then it felt like I was stepping on somebody's leg. But I can't look down because it was so compressed. I got so
Right.
scared, man. It felt like I was stepping on someone that's already dead
Right.
underneath. Okay,
Shit.
I had to make my way through. I was able to manage to go in the front. That's actually uh, what I was gonna say before is here it's different when you go to a concert. Like if you do that, people will get mad. Like they
Right.
they want their space. But in Europe, they don't care. Like if you push them, it's fine. So yeah, I was able to make my way through the front. I grabbed the rails, and then on the side, like every minute there were stretchers, like right, like they're bringing people to the ambulance. It was nuts. It
Wow.
was crazy.
So this is
actually,
yeah.
Yeah.
actually, when sorry, when you mentioned that it's different with the Europeans, how they like what they do in the show.
Yeah.
That's the reason Foo Fighters actually Dave wrote a song because how people react to songs because they just bounce up and down.
Yeah.
I think that song was Enough Space. It's like dan stand it and stand it and so that's how they made the riff. The timing is from Europeans jumping up and down.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was the tour that they started with Coachella, right? The one you attended 2008, right?
The-
I think they reunited in 2007 for the Coachella, right?
Seven.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think about the songs of Prophets of Rage? I actually have this here, Prophets of Rage.
Yeah, that's cool.
Do you like the songs?
For me, the ones that I really like are, the self-titled Prophets of Rage and Unfuck the World.
Mm. That's the one with the Donald Trump from the WWE, right?
I think so. I think so. Yeah.
I see Prophets of Rage more of something that happened because of the times,
Yeah.
maybe because of the current like the situation of the world. That's why they probably wanted to do the band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that,
Eh,
and I guess it's also like the rest of the group, wanting to play out, and I guess they couldn't convince Zach to reunite, and that's
yeah.
what led to. Plus, the like what you said, the situation.
Yeah. So now after Age, you guys also started covering other songs also, right? I remember you played Tupac's California Love also in Manila, right? When you played.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
what are the
Yeah.
other artists what other songs you cover outside of Rage?
I think we did, yeah, that California Love, and then we did Three Stars in the Sun by Francis
Yeah.
Magalona, and then a little snippet of Mga Kababayan Ko by Francis M.
Yeah. Mhm.
Right.
I think that was it. Yeah.
I was browsing your Facebook because during the quarantine, you guys put out a lot of these sessions that you do, and then I hear this song, the last wave. I actually,
Yeah.
when if I close my eyes and listen, it sounds really like a rage song. I mean, I cannot say it's a United Rage song.
Yeah. I
Thanks,
mean,
man.
I guess it's Rage is our biggest influence for me and Clint. So
Yep.
that's
Exactly.
that's that's why it's gonna stand out. Um,
Yeah.
but we're not trying to sound like Rage, but it's gonna come out no
Yeah.
matter what.
Right.
I
Um,
was. That's what I was just gonna say. I was just gonna say. People might think we are forcing it to sound like Rage. We are not forcing it. It's just like there are major influence, one of our major influences, and it just comes out like that. Mike doesn't force his voice to sound like Zach's or like whatever, close to Zach.
Mm.
And I I sound like how I sound because whenever I hear a guitar, all I hear the tone that I always hear is just that Tom Morello's tone, like his dirt, overdriven sound
Mm.
and all the. I don't know. It's yeah. We don't force it. I just want to make that clear as well. Like we don't force it. We don't try to sound like Rage.
yeah.
It's just it's like Foo Fighters at the beginning of Foo Fighters that people are trying to like hate Dave Grohl because it sounds like Nirvana,
Right.
and then Grohl's like, I I was in that band, and
Yeah.
what the fuck do people want me to do? Make a reggae record? That's what Dave Grohl said. It's like exactly that's the thing. To us, Rage. We sound like Rage. Thank you so much, but we're not forcing to sound like Rage. It just comes out like that.
Yeah, it's just like every other band,
Yeah.
even them, even Rage is, I guess there's probably, well, that's what's good with bands like them. They don't sound like a certain band, but it's the sound of everything, like all their influences.
Yeah.
And and actually, when I was watching when I first saw Straight Outta Compton in the theater, right? I
Mm.
was
Mm-hmm.
listening to the song. It reminded me of a song of Rage, and then I kept thinking what it was, and it was "Take the Power Back."
Mm.
Uh, the riff, dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I was thinking that's probably where Tom Morello got it from. You
Right.
know?
Yeah, like all the early stuff, hip hop stuff.
Yeah.
Cause with Rage, I can we all can. You can hear you can hear Sabbath, you can hear Zeppelin, you can hear Springsteen, you can hear Woody Guthrie, you can hear all their influences. You can hear Cypress Hill, you can hear N.W.A.
Beastie Boys.
You can hear Beastie Boys, you can hear Sex Pistols, you can hear punk, other punk stuff.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
what's that band that did White Riot? That's one of their major punk influence. I just forgot the name of the
I think
band.
it's Fugazi, right?
No, it's not Fugazi. Like
uh,
White Riot, I wanna ride White Riot, White Riot. They're from the UK. I just can't remember the band. Sorry.
Yeah. One of the other original songs I like from you guys is New Rock on the Block, like New Kids on the Block. Hello?
China, you there?
Yeah.
Mike just took and he needed to piss. So
Yeah. Okay.
good thing it cut like that in the same like perfect time because he need he needed to piss like a lot. Hey man, I just want to say thanks for this inviting us.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I was like one of the first people probably so excited when I saw United Rage before on the Facebook.
Yeah, man. And the thing about it is, by the way, how's your family?
Yeah,
Family's
we are
good.
good. We are good. We are safe. We are staying safe.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Where
Yeah.
in the
So,
Philippines are you right now?
I live in Makati,
Oh,
okay.
nice.
just walking distance from that venue that you guys
Agio.
played. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So, where are we earlier? You
Yes.
went the
So
other song.
we were talking about New Rock on the Block.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that song about?
It's actually the song is about like it's a rock history kinda
Yeah.
rock history, and then it's like it's our
Basically,
time.
our time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like it's our time. This is the rock and roll. Mike said it on the second verse. It's like rock led you to the Zeppelins, Axel to the jungle,
Mm.
Queen rock you till Manson said rock is dead, rock is dead. So and then brace yourself right here, right now, because we're fucking here.
Yeah, and I
That's
believe
it.
his history repeats itself, and
Mhm.
there was one interview with Billy Corgan where he was saying it's definitely coming back. The live music is definitely coming back.
Yeah.
Uh, I guess the past few years, people are more into uh, electronic music,
Yeah.
um, but lately there's been a lot of kids just nailing it with guitar, drums. It's insane, like how young they are and be able to play like that is just. And I'm actually happy for them and that's happening. And
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad that the genre is not it's not stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, r- like see, like Guns N' Roses, like their tour, like that's like one of the biggest tours in the world, right? It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
people still go and see them, right? So
Mhm.
man, I wish I would have seen them. There's been a couple of times where I had the chance, but yeah, I regret not seeing them.
I was able to see
Gu-
them twice. I went 2017 and 2018.
Nice.
Ooh, guns.
Guns,
Did you
yeah.
you went to
Yeah,
Singapore,
I
right?
haven't
Or
seen them.
Yeah, I saw them in Singapore in 17, and then 18 they played in Manila in the Philippine Arena.
right?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was a
How was
great,
that?
Nice.
really great show. I mean, Axel can sing still.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
There's this thing with Axel and Slash, because what I saw is like they're kind of not looking at each other's like eyes.
Together.
There's no like eye contact, but they still
Mhm.
perform. There was this funny moment in Singapore where Axel, like that when they do the riffs, the vocalist goes to the guitarist,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
he was
yeah.
trying to do that, but it was kind of awkward.
Yeah, I just see them like right now, like every time where I see like live videos of Guns, when Axel goes to Slash and then he's just like a tap on the back on the shoulder. That's it, nothing
Yeah,
else. It's like, and then and of course Slash always just smiles like awkwardly, and they're still
Yeah.
playing. Still
yeah.
cool though.
Yeah, and I also was able to see Slash also his solo band with Miles Kennedy couple of times.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
cool man.
Guys, I want to talk about one video that you guys put out. You put out a demo, I Can't Breathe.
Yes.
Mhm.
So this is inspired because of the George Floyd case, right? What happened in George
Yes.
Floyd. Can you talk about that song?
Yeah, it's not just about George Floyd's. It's been happening ever since. So,
Yeah.
and then just this time, when it happened again with George Floyd,
Mm,
I think people just got sick of it.
right.
And then the other thing that we don't like, me and Michael, is just other people just trying to jump to the bandwagon, and they don't even know shit.
Right.
They just drunk people, drunk. Like just there's a rally there. There's something going on there. Just go there and fuck something up, make a commotion. But yeah, that song is funny because we did it in what I would say 4 hours. Everything. I think. Am I right, Mike, or what?
Yeah. Um. So
It's
basically,
fun.
the one of the reasons why we did that was when Tom Morello uh well actually
Posted.
was it you or was it
My
your wife that said,
my
hey,
wife again. Yeah.
posted something about this and that, and then so basically he's been wanting artists to say something and bring awareness to what happened, right? And I when they first told me about about doing that, I didn't really want to do it in the beginning because it felt like I don't really know that much information about what happened, right? So I
Right.
watched the video, this and that, but still it didn't convince me because for me, I'm still not in that place or in that position to be talking. I guess everyone can say something about it, right?
Yeah.
But so I decided if I'm gonna say something about George Floyd, I might as well say something that would bring my experiences. So I don't know if you in the song, it's not just about George Floyd, but it's also about racism towards
Mm-hmm.
Asians
Mm,
and
Yep.
Mexicans. So I want to bring that all up, like the social injustice, not just with African Americans, but with everyone. And I've experienced racism firsthand several times.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yep.
it's crazy. So, which brings me to my next point. Um, with Rage Against the Machine, people, of course, they will think, that we're trying to be Rage, but we're not trying to be Rage Against the Machine, but we're basically just putting out our originals, and um, we do sound a lot like them because, like we mentioned before, they're a big influence,
We
right?
guess we
Uh,
we 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 don't know. We know we're not we're not the ones who's saying that though. People are
right.
saying that.
But with the lyrics, it's more of our life experiences. It's a lot of my life
Yeah.
experience, and because what's the point of becoming Rage Against the Machine? There's already Rage Against the Machine. Plus,
Mm-hmm.
Tom and Zach, they studied political science.
Yeah.
right.
I didn't do all that, so I want to say something with regards to what I've experienced myself, which I believe you know I also share with other people's life experience. That's what I know, and that's what I'm gonna put out. So I don't go in depth, although we do talk about social injustice. But with other songs, we also talk about depression, which all
Awareness.
of us experience that. Here.
Awareness. Yep.
Um, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
that.
mean, a lot of people don't really talk about the racism against the Asians, right?
No. Nope. They really don't. Even me too. Like I've experienced racism here. Like I was just walking, right, and then there was two people. They're Americans, and then it's like we just looked at each other like eye to eye. I don't know why.
Mm,
And then I was like, yeah, and the guy was like, yeah, and I'm American. I was like, and I was like, so? Okay. And it's like, okay. I'm like, whatever, dude. You know, like that itself is like racism. It's like, the fuck? What's that for? You know? I'm not here like wasting or like, you know, what do you call this? Waiting for somebody to give me something for free.
Right.
We are working our asses off over here to, you know, we pay our dues. We give our part, you know. We pay our taxes. Whatever you do, we do too. We work our asses off here. You know, it's tough for other nationalities. What do you call this? Immigrating to other countries. It's really tough because you, no matter what, no matter where you are, no matter what you are, no matter who you are, you will still get racism. It's not just here; it's all over the world.
Yeah.
It's just it's pretty like so fucking big here, and because they have this privileges. They're this, they're that. Like, fuck, you know. It's just it adds just drama, you know, all over the like the country or the world, and fuck drama. We all hate drama. Fuck that. You know.
Yeah, because a lot
It's
of
bullshit.
people just want to, you know, do their work, take care of their families. That's it, right? They're not.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. If you say hi to me, we'll say hi to you. If you say fuck you to me, I'm gonna say fuck you too. Have a nice day. You know.
It was funny that there were posts in the Facebook going around about people tweeting Tom Morello or Rage that stay out of politics, or you know, that's this. It I don't know how. What do you guys think about that? It's really funny that, you know.
Yeah. Number one, Morello is a fucking Harvard graduate of political science.
Right.
And then the people that saying that don't even know shit, don't even know their own like their country's history.
Right.
You know, it's just people like keyboard warriors. You know, they don't even know. Like even here,
Well, some of them
like
are just trolls, you know. Some of them are just, you know, some of them
oh
are
yeah,
just
some of them, yeah, exactly, and they make money from that. No, it's like it's like Simon Cowell, like humiliating human being on live television. He profits that, you know, he makes profit out of that. It's kind of like that too. Yeah, but and then like, what the fuck? He has a paperwork to show you. Fuck you here. I'm a Harvard, not just any fucking school or any university. He's a fucking Harvard graduate, political science. So right there and there, he fucking knows a lot. You know.
Yeah.
What about you, Mike? What about you? What can you say about that?
Yeah, it's just it's sad to know that to be really that stupid not to know, you know, that they're all about politics.
Yeah.
I guess there would be some exception with people who don't understand English, maybe, but coming from Americans, that would be a different, you know,
Yeah.
that would be insane. You know, I myself, you know, I listen to some music that I don't understand, but I like the music, like soundtracks from cartoons, like Japanese cartoons. I don't understand, but I like the music. But you know, but if you know the language, you gotta at least know what it's about, right? So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny, like how when was it? Like a couple of weeks ago, fucking went Rage for back on the Billboard tracks because fucking people are surprised that they're a fucking political band. They're just figuring that shit out now. Like, oh fucking Christ, really, dude?
Yeah, I think also there's this thing with a lot of people that they cannot differentiate the art from the artist, right? Because
Yeah.
the artist can be an asshole or whatever, but art and artist is, it's a different thing, right? Because I think the main problem is people are obsessed about the person rather than just enjoying the art.
That's very
Because
true.
right,
Yep.
because for example,
Exactly.
if I say, okay, I'm not going to listen to people with this type of attitude or this type of political view, then I'll probably not be able to listen to a lot, right? Because there will be a lot of people on that with that particular views.
Category.
So
Yep.
you should, I think, as people, we should just enjoy the art and
Yeah.
let the person be, because it's the obsession with these people that's what really, like, they want them, the artist, to be like you, or, but it shouldn't be the case, right?
Right, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless
Exactly.
unless the artist himself is doing something like really wrong, like if if they're killing people, or if they're a pedophile, then you wouldn't want to support his art, right? Because,
Right,
Nope.
right.
Nope.
yeah. But in
Fuck
Hong
that.
Kong, people don't like Jackie Chan. You know that people don't like Jackie Chan just because he has a lot of girlfriends. But I mean, what the fuck? He's a good artist. Like, what do you care about his personal life? That's his, that's his life.
That's
Let him
his
do.
personal shit,
But he's done a lot of movies that inspired so many people, right?
Yeah,
So,
and then
yeah,
he's one of the persons that put Hong Kong on the map.
yeah,
So,
definitely.
like, yeah, it's just funny.
What do you
How
guys think
people
about
think.
what do you guys think about what's happening in Hong Kong? With
Oh,
all the riots and all the protests and stuff.
yeah.
Um, I I I don't know. For me, I don't think there's escaping the Chinese
Reality.
the China rule, because it's really part of China. Um,
Yep.
it's just sad that it's happening earlier, than expected. Of course, people are not used to not having the freedom, and that's why this is happening. But it's a trap. Like, if you're like what people are doing right now, doing all the protest. It's written that if this keeps happening, they will declare what do you call that,
Martial
national.
law.
Martial law.
Yes,
Martial
yeah.
law.
They call it, they have a different term for it, but it's a trap. So right now, basically, they're under China rule, Chinese government right now. So it's kind of scary, but I guess, I don't know. My brothers, two of my brothers are still there. My sister is still there, and I told them just be safe, and I guess it is what it is. If they feel like they have to move out, then just move out. But my brother, he works for Apple, and he has a lot of friends from mainland China, and I see them getting along, and they live in China, and I don't see anything really bothering them, except for, I guess, once China takes over, there will be some limitations, like, I guess, the freedom in the internet. I think in China they can't really go on Facebook, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
then
that.
is it still the thing that where the government only allows the family to have 2 children? Is it still that case or no?
No, I think they reversed that already, right?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess the only thing that's that people should be worried about is, when they want to target someone, they could easily do that and send you in prison. And that's what Hong Kong people are scared about. If you get convicted with a crime, they will put you in jail, not in Hong Kong, but in China, whatever like nationality you are, even if you're an expat. And if they want to target you, even if you're innocent, they say, oh, you did this, you're going to jail. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's shitty. But
So guys, what else you guys working on? What can we expect on the coming, rest of the 2020 and early 2021?
what do we expect?
Currently,
What can we expect from the United Rage?
Oh, the Rage.
Oh.
Yeah, well, we're working on a song right now. We might release a song in August. That's already been done right before pandemic started. And then there's a couple of songs that we're also working on right now. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to put out an album by the end of this year. And if things get better, we'd love to share them live with everyone who wants to see them live.
Yep.
Right. So any message to the people who's watching, will watch this video?
Mike, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Channa, for having us. Just like what everybody's saying, you gotta stay safe, stay clean, and if you like all the music that we're putting out, thank you, and we hope to see you soon.
Yeah, Clint.
Yeah, just do your part on this current situation, the pandemic, and don't be a dick, don't be an asshole. Just do your part, and everybody be safe. Wear a mask, wash your hands, sanitize, take a shower, all that good stuff. Do your part. Don't be a dick. Don't be an asshole. Just do your part.
Right.
That's it. And then watch out for we're working on some songs, so that would kick everybody's ass. So watch out for that.
Yeah. So anybody you guys want to shout out to?
Yes.
Go ahead, Mike.
To all our families and friends who will be watching this, thank you, and we're glad that you're keeping safe and keeping alive. Shout out to Clint's family in the Philippines.
Yeah.
To my family, my brothers and sister in Hong Kong, and to all our fans.
Yeah. Shout out to our families, my wife and my daughter over there in the Philippines, and my family, my uncles, my cousins, my cousin in Dubai, in Dubai. He's actually in the Philippines right now. My cousin in Australia and in London. You guys stay safe over there, and Channa, thank you for having us, man. It's really cool. Thank you.
Yes. So guys, thank you for joining this. I really enjoyed this talk with you. So keep making music, and hopefully we can see you, sometime maybe in the next year or so,
We'll do. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Channa,
play live.
If they're not aware, introduce them to United Rage, because you know some people, a lot of people. So if they want to invite United Rage to the Philippines, let us know.
Yes, of course. So Mike, just tell them how they can reach you on social media. United Rage.
So Facebook, it's just facebook.com/United Rage. On Instagram, it's United Rage, or United_Rage. We already have songs on Spotify, iTunes, and all streaming services. Once again, that's United Rage.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Be safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Channa. Be safe, Channa. God bless you and your family, man.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.